right, last one, real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Blank. Here comes Brian Blank. My God. I'm sorry, these interviews today, too long. That's my fault. Brian Blank.
Hello, I like to make salmon for myself. Stay with me. I also like to put Arby's sauce on the salmon. Let's talk about Arby's sauce as a condiment for a second. Arby's sauce goes well on everything. All right? Tastes amazing. Horsey sauce, not just fun to say, also tastes delicious. Are we closet Arby's fans? I know we're closet Arby's fans. I haven't been inside an Arby's in 15 years, but the drive-thru is always full, even pre-COVID. I think Arby's should change their name because Arby's sounds gross. I get it. I would never be in a group of friends and suggest that we go to Arby's. I think Arby's should change their name to luxury sandwiches. That is what they sell. You cannot tell me that a Reuben on marble rye isn't a luxury sandwich. French dip? A French dip is so luxurious, that shit comes with its own dipping sauce, and that dipping sauce is pronounced au jus. If I were to ask you, do you want... All right.
Wow. I think a lot of people are about to be surprised by what my review of this set is going to be. I think a lot of people are probably expecting Tony to go crazy because Tony talks about, eating some decent foods in this world and this and that. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think out of everyone that has been, since we've been back to the Comedy Store, since we have started reshooting shows here for the past, 3-4 months, I don't think anybody has spoken more truth and straight down the barrel honesty. You stuck with your guns. It's the horse of truth. That's the first time we've seen that in a while. And I agree with everything that you said. You take a chance. You took a chance and you absolutely committed to it. And I agree with everything. Arby's sauce is unbelievable.
It's good.
Horsey sauce is fucking God's gift to the world.
The Bronco berry sauce.
The first thing, I've known Tony for 13 years. The first thing, literally, I was like, oh, this guy's weird, is because he's like, are we going to Arby's? I love the horsey sauce. So
it's good. Yo,
I don't remember that.
It was one of the weirdest things you said. I was like, oh, that guy's kind of weird because you love Arby's.
Is that true? You really remember
Can I just
that?
say
Yeah, you came down Rick Ingram and you were fucking going ham about how great it was because he was like, it's garbage food. You're like, no. Have you had the horsey sauce?
Yeah, I'll argue Arby's to the death.
Arby's sauce is incredible. And can I just say the quick tag real quick? Very, very quick.
Sure.
If Arby's does change it to luxury sandwiches, I would just be putting luxury sauce on my salmon. And that sounds delicious.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
You got it all the way.
Thank you.
Through and through. How long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
Like 11 years.
11 years, and it shows.
Yeah.
It absolutely shows because, a lot of people do jokes and a lot of people do this and that, but to really stay in the pocket on something that you believe in, it's an interesting part for these fans of this show that listen to it as real comedy fans. That's an interesting thing that we don't really get to talk about enough is that, like, for example, during that part, and I almost absolutely never make an audible sound during a comedian's set on this, but I did during yours. Red Band did as well. And there's Moses here, all three of us just nodding along. You had our attention deep into a very long show. These interviews have been extremely long tonight. We had a couple technical issues.
His mic's still up.
And but still, you had all of our attention in an incredible way, and we've never met you or seen you before.
Yeah.
So the 11 years really shows. And people say, 60 seconds, that's not enough time to do this, that's not enough time to do that. Meanwhile, you had us completely engaged the entire time talking about, of all things, Arby's. But you were saying the truth about Arby's. A lot of people make bad diarrhea jokes about Arby's. Oh, Arby's, and then I poop my pants.
A lot of haters.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of haters.
Right. I have the same vibes with Chipotle. You know what? I'm a Chipotle fan. I mean, Chipotle, same exact thing. Someone tried to tell me that Chipotle isn't healthy. I'm like, well, if you order unhealthy shit anywhere,
queso on it,
then it's
I do have
unhealthy.
shitty queso.
You can make anything unhealthy.
I'm not buying this with this fucking Adam Ray undercover as a fucking Arby's rep right now. I mean, this whole time, Kill Tony's so popular, fucking fast food reps are coming in here advertising on your show right now.
Yo, I mean, that's, I knew that, someone told me I should do that joke. I did that at open mic and someone was like, you should do that joke on Kill Tony. And,
cause they wanted to see you bomb.
No.
But you didn't because they obviously know that Tony secretly loves Arby's. And now it's not a
did.
secret.
I guess.
No, I just like his passion that he had with
It's
it.
true.
It was a lot of passion.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. It's passion on a subject that isn't it's the opposite of the easy, lame joke, which is Arby's makes my tummy hurt. I had to go poo poo. And you're absolutely right. It's the things that everybody thinks that nobody talks about. Those are the things that make comedy great.
No,
I
you're
think they
such
should
a
change it.
hardened comic at this point. Literally, this guy did a fucking monologue on Arby's. There were no punchlines. He was just bigging up Arby's, and you're like, this is gold.
It really is, though. There doesn't need to be defined punchlines when the thing's funny.
Yes.
I think he was so comfortable on stage, you could tell that he's
You
been
guys
doing
are
comedy.
starving. That's what this looks like right now.
No, if the Ice House was open, I would invite him. You can come to Joe Rogan's Chuckle Hut next year for the death squad.
Also, fair enough. So we don't need punchlines on this show. Okay, cool. All right. Turn my mic back on. Turn my fucking mic back on.
But it was a great change of pace.
I'm going to talk about showers for a while. I love showers. I love the freedom. I love the range. Let me break down what a shower is for you. All right, a shower is whatever temperature of water that you want. Free flowing on your naked body. What? That's incredible. It gets better. You gotta pick out whatever scent you want to smell like. Yo, me personally, I smell like Arctic Blast. Perhaps you're more into passion fruit. And then you rinse it off with, again, whatever temperature of water that you want. I don't know if you guys are fully appreciating, a shower is always perfect. No one's gonna take a cold shower if they want a hot shower. And if it's a little too hot, you can adjust it and wait 2 seconds. And then guess what? It's perfect again. You can get a shower head for $15. That shower head will give you up to 6 options on how you want that water to free fall on you. 4 of the 6 are bullshit. They're pointless. One of them kind of hurts. It feels like a beady water coming at you. But it's good to have options.
I'm gonna do a couple impressions for you guys now. Cool. Transition really well. This first impression is from the movie True Lies. It's the scene where Arnold Schwarzenegger steals a fighter jet because his daughter has just been kidnapped and being held hostage. And he's a little rusty in flying a fighter jet because it's been like 20 years since he flew one. And he accidentally runs over a police car. Sir! It's an awful impression. It sounds nothing like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But that's how I described the scene perfectly. You guys are gonna admit that. I described the scene perfectly. And that's like how I say sorry now, because I find that funny. And I bumped into the stranger last week and I was like, sorry! He called me out of my weirdness. He's like, are you being sarcastic right now? And I was like, no, I'm like genuinely sorry. This next impression is from when I was a freshman in high school. Me and my best friend walked by his grandma's bedroom and she had just sprained her ankle. Ow. 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 I nailed it. You guys just witnessed a perfect impression. This final impression is of a cricket walking in on his cricket wife in bed with another cricket man. You're the scandalous cricket bitch! Those are my impressions, guys.